Hello and welcome. This is a quick video I wanted to do on Places VR Statue of Liberty. This is, I believe, their first project. I hope it's of a long series. Their endeavor is to make famous tourist sites available to the through a virtual reality experience. So let's get into it. And I won't bore you with this.
Welcome to Places VR, the Statue of Liberty. Explore the architectural wonder, learn the history of Liberty, and gather 7 glass statuettes. Good luck on your journey.
Yes, like a lot of actual tourist attractions, they have incorporated a scavenger hunt element. And there is a reward. We can either choose to jump right to the statue or act like we were a real tourist, and let's start at the pier. And again, this is going to be quick. Oh, so to give you an idea, and still leave much for you to explore on your own, because this is, you can move at your own pace. You can go pretty much wherever on the island you want to, in the order you wish, as long as it's physically possible. And just to point out, there is an audio tour component you can activate. You actually see all the markers and signage. But to give you a quick preview, and for those who aren't interested in the scavenger hunt and just want to see the payoff at the end, let's do a statue run to show it off. The first statue goes straight from the main entrance to the park, past the flag, and there we are. The first one is here by the Manhattan skyline display. Nice view of Manhattan. And here's what we're going for. Nice crystal Statue of Liberties. 2 collected, and this doesn't feel right. You just pick it up, put it over your back shoulder like you were putting it in your backpack, and your wristband will mark it off. For the second one, we want to go. Also, you can also interact with the birds. They'll fly off if you get too close. Nice touch. And I have muted the music. There is a nice classical calming soundtrack that goes with this, but you know how YouTube gets with music. So, but I have kept the ambient noise on. But again, for our second statue, we want to go to the end of this other pier. And yes, I am running. This is the normal speed, but you can choose to run. The game does, or let me rephrase that. And here's our second statuette on the pier. Right, make a right as you get to the end of the pier, and on this first block, there we go. The experience can be played standing, seated. I have tried it both ways. It works fine both ways. And for our third, And when I said for our third, I believe it is next to one of these markers. Actually, it's on top of the marker. Go on the base ground level to the front of the statue, and on top of the Liberty symbol display or sign. There we go. Three down, 4 to go. The next one we have to actually head in and go up to the next observation level on top of the fort. Yes, the statue, as you'll find out in the audio tour, was built on top of an old 11-shaped star fort. And for those that would get VR sickness, you can, of course, it does support teleporting. Let's go on inside. I believe that our next statuette, if we go up to I think it might be either the second or third floor. Third, I think, actually. Actually, no. Let's detour and cut to the chase and go to the museum inside the base. And right here on the last pedestal design by the wall, pardon the do not touch sign, and I'll try to be careful and not actually touch the pedestal. And get our statuette. Now we'll go up to the next level. And despite that accessible route sign, there is no elevator. So let's start our way up. Level 2. Only 176 more stairs to the top of the pedestal. But I believe our next statuette is, if I duck outside here. Kind of, since it is crystal, it kind of blends into the background, so you can't really see them from too far away. People out sailing. This pre-orientation again is at the front of the statue, right off this corner. It's almost right. That signage there had our last one, so it's almost in the same position, just one level up. And now let's take the more scenic route up. There's the next level deck. And now we go inside. If you're taking the interior stairs, here's where you would have wound up. And since we do have to go up higher, you have 2 more. $108 more stairs to the top of the pedestal. 67 more stairs to the top of the pedestal, and man, am I glad I'm doing this in VR and not real life. Level 4. This was, for me, the last lousy statue, because it's on this tiny observation deck over here to the side. So again, the side facing away from the flagpole. Go out on this little deck, go to the right. Here's our statue. And again, much more in a line, you can see the marker from one on the ground. Right next to that marker is where the second is another one. And you can see we have one left. And guess where it is? That's right. We have to go up to the top. Sorry if I was running. I shouldn't. In real life, I wouldn't run on the stairs, but try to run on the stairs. I think it's this way. Nope. And this way. 26 more to the base of the pedestal. And a little guide shows you where you can, for your audio tours and your orientation, you can go to the pedestal balcony, but we want to go to the top of the crown. Through these real narrow stairs. And I hope you like spiral stairs. And notice there's no break. You just keep spiraling. Up to the top here. And right here, hidden behind this center support post in the window, is our final statuette. Before I grab it, let's have a nice look out. You can see the torch, the birds flying. You can peer out. And I don't know about you, but the payoff doesn't seem worth the climb if this were real life. But okay, let's grab our last statuette.
Congratulations! You have collected all 7 hidden statuettes and unlocked the secret statuette of the airplane. It is a special statuette. Find it on the pedestal observation balcony, 6P, and put it in your backpack to launch the air show. It will be a magnificent spectacle.
And it was just when they point out exactly where it is. So, what goes up must come down. And pardon me, because this is where I get VR sick on the way down. I'm trying to look straight ahead and not down. That was my mistake the first time I tried this. Since I don't have to watch my footing, I can just pair straight ahead, even though, there you go, you can... What I do for my viewers. There we go, down to the, almost down to the, back down to the pedestal. And we'll exit out towards the balcony. And if if the fellow stairs didn't disorient me. Here's the airplane statuette. So, you start the air show the same way you go to collect all the other statuettes. Just pick it up, put it in your backpack, and here we go. Let's give you a taste of this because it is actually a decent length air show. I'll show you a pass to give you an idea. Well, now I'm going to move to the side. So as soon as they fly overhead, I can... Because you can move around during the air show. And after you've done the scavenger hunt once, the airplane statuette remains there. So if you want to see the air show again, you just have to go to the top of the pedestal and pick it up. And that is VR Places. Places VR Statue of Liberty. That's not it. But let me show you now when you go to the settings. If you want to rerun the statue run or find them again, you can reset that. And there's our as is tradition. There's our credits and when you do this, the credits when you the credits also run when you get to the end of the air show. They're slightly different. They're the credits that tell you that they hope to do other attractions, and it ends in a survey link, I believe. But yeah, there you go.